This conference will now be recorded.
Hello. Am I audible, guys, now? Can
Yes,
anyone
sir.
confirm? Okay. Right. Actually, there were some system updates, I guess, so I was not able to connect. So after connection, I was not able to speak. Sorry for that. Okay. So now what is the last concept? So we have to start with return statement, I guess, right? We have to start with return statement, correct? So now return statement. Shit. So return statement, what it will do? Return statement will give cumulative totals. Return statement, what it will do is it will do cumulative totals. It will give cumulative totals. Right. So retain statement, it retains the values of variables in subsequent iteration of the data step. So retain statement, what it will do is it will retain the values of subsequent iterations in the data step. Retain statements prevents SAS from reinitializing the values for new variables. So it will prevent reinitializing values for new variables. At the top of the data step, it can be used as a accumulator variable. It can be used as a accumulator variable. Right. Now data retain one. Data retain one. You see, right? So retain statement is used to perform cumulative totals. Retain statement is used to perform cumulative totals. Right. So now if you see here, this is supposed to say I'm working as a branch manager. Okay, and this is the sales data. So like I'm working for a Honda showroom. Like I'm working for a Honda showroom and a manager for Honda car sales. So in the month of January, we were able to sell 230 cars. In the month of February, 320 cars. So likewise, I have a monthly list. Okay, likewise, I have a monthly list. Right. Now, if you see here, data retain one, retain two. Okay, data retain one, retain two. So if you run the program here, see your log window. So retain one has 6 observations, 3 variables. You see, right? Retain one data set, 6 observations and 3 variables. Okay, right. So now if you see here, I wanted to. So in the month of March, my manager has come to me. In the month of March, my manager has come to me. So my manager has come, like, he has spoke some good things, few things, okay. After that, he asked me about sales. Raj, so far, what are our sales values? Okay, so far in this year till March, so what are our sales values? So the moment he asked me this information, even I'm not sure. So I have to go back to my data team, collect all the data. So they have given me data, monthly data. So I have to open a calculator. I have to perform cal addition, and then I have to tell to my manager. So 230 plus 320, 550, 550 plus 210, 760. So I went back to my manager. So I said it is total we were able to sell 760 cars as of now. So it says okay, fine, good. So he will left for the day. And again, if you see, my manager has come in the month of June. Okay, so again he asked me total sales. So again this time also what I have to do, I have to collect all the 6 months data, I have to open calculator and I have to give you sales value. Then only I will be able to provide total sales. Correct. So this time it is 6 months data. To retrieve 6 months data, it will take some time. Agree, yes or no? To retrieve 6 months data, it will take some time. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So to retrieve this, I have taken 6 months of time. Okay, sorry, not 6 months of time. To get 6 months data, I have taken some 15 to 20 minutes time. Obviously, it will take, right? So after 15 minutes, I went to my manager. I replied, "Sir, this is the sales value." Okay. So my manager was not happy actually. My manager is not happy actually. Sir, what kind of manager are you? Are sales number should be at your tips. Okay. So do I need to wait for 15 to 20 minutes to get the answer? So what kind of manager are you? He will give some very good blowings, scoldings. Okay, he will leave for the day. Next time this should not happen, right? Next time this should not happen, right? Now I understood from past 2 times he's asking, total sales or monthly sales. Correct. So in this case, I asked my data team, I asked my analysis team what to do is to perform cumulative totals. The moment I enter value here, I should see total here. The moment I add value here, I should see total here. Okay. So that is what the instruction I have given to my data team. So now if I have to show it in Excel, how it will be, I'll show you. See. Data 101 to 106. Okay. ID. Right. Sales are 230, 320, 210, 210, 180, 310. Correct. So now this is all my sales data. Okay, this is all my sales data. So if you wanted to perform cumulative totals, how to do it? If you wanted to perform cumulative totals, how to do it? How to do it is, you can see here, this is your cumulative total. So I will write total. So initially, total variable will have the value 0. So total plus sales, how you are writing this concept is, so in SAS, you see, right, whenever we are writing retain statement, it will create a variable called total, and initially it will assign the value 0. You see, right, initially it will create a variable called total, it will take the value 0. Whenever I write set statement, it will read first record, right? So first record it will read. Okay, so total is equal to total plus sales, correct? So below I have written one more step, total is equal to total plus sales. Initially total variable has 0, 0 plus sales, how much it is? 0 plus 230, how much it will be?
230.
230. Whenever you are reading second record, 102 Feb 320. So return statement already created total, right? Return statement already created total, right? So it is done. So again, total is equal to total plus sales. What is the value that is stored in total? What is the value we have in total?
0.
230 here. Now it is 230, right?
Okay.
Total is equal to 0 plus sales. So 0 plus 230. Correct. 230. Now total variable has 230. 230 plus sales. 320. You see, right? Total plus sales. Again, total plus sales. Again, total plus sales. Again, total plus sales. Again, you can see. So if you perform total, you see it is equivalent to your cumulative total. You got the value, right? So immediately I will ask my data team just to collect last month data. I want only June data. So in this month so far we were able to sell 310 cars, and at the same time, so far we were able to sell 1460 cars. That is what I can tell to my management. Agree, yes or no? Agree, yes or no? So this retain statement helps us to prevent reinitializing the new variables. Actually, this total should go to new variable, right? Instead of going to new variable, in the same variable, we are able to reinitialize the values using the concept retain statement. So retain statement prevents SAS from reinitializing the values of new variables. In the same variable, it is taking the value, it is storing in the same variable. Same variable, it is taking the value, it is storing in the same variable. That is what the importance of retain statement. Using retain statement, we can perform cumulative totals. And if you're writing at the top of your data step, it can also used as a accumulator variable. Accumulator variable is nothing but it will count series of observations. Total how many records are there, serial number kind. If you wanted to do, you can give it. So now this concept retain to data set is understood to everyone, yes or no? This retain to concept is understood to everyone, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone understood, right? Right. So everyone has understood it. So now you can see here, if you wanted to create as a accumulator variable. So you see, right? Suppose to say I wanted to create a serial number. Yes number. So no need to write 0 also, it will automatically work. S number plus 1. You see, right? This return 3 statement, it will create a serial variable number. So it will add plus 1. Initially it has no value. So whenever you are reading first record, it will add 1. So 1, it will be as it is. Whenever you are reading a second record, so serial number plus 1. Serial number already has 1, right? 1 plus 1, 2. That is what it will show. You can also create as a accumulator variable. Serial number is right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you want, you can do it. So if you wanted to add 10s, 20s, 30s, you can also do it. 10, 20, 30, 40, you can see, right? Or else you wanted to start from 100. So it becomes 100 plus 1, 102, 103, so on. So 100 plus 1, 101, 2, 3, so on. So this is how we use retain statement. Next, retaining base variable in clinical trials. This is very much important. I want everyone to focus. So now I have a data set called temp. I have a data set called temp. So input U subject ID, visit C, visit N, fever. So these are all the variables I have in my data set. So now if you see here, subject number 1 got fever. Subject number 1 got fever. Okay, subject number 1 got fever. Now you can see after going to hospital, nurse or compounder has screened whether the subject has fever, yes or no. So subject number 1 was screened and he found that he got a 1 or 2 degrees centigrade. He has 1 or 2 degrees centigrade. Okay, right. And now if you see here, subject number 1 or 2 has fever and he is waiting for doctor appointment, doctor consulting. He is waiting for a doctor to consult. Now it has took almost a half an hour, 1 hour, because there is a huge rush. This is a season, so there was a huge rush, and it took 1 hour to meet the doctor. So doctor initially he will see at a screening value, and later on what he will do is he will also check the temperature before giving injection or a treatment. Correct. So any assessments which are done before giving treatment, those are called baseline assessments or baseline records. Underline this definition, this is important. Any assessments that are done to the subject, okay, any assessments that are done to the subject before giving treatment, they are called baseline assessments, they are called baseline records. Okay, so it's read baseline, and you can see visitant to 102 fever. Next, this is how it is. Next, so after giving temperature, after giving some medication, after giving some tablet, so day one is visit 3, the temperature is same as it is 102. Day 2, the temperature is 101. Day 3, the temperature is 99. Day 4, the temperature is 98. So it has become normal, right? Yes or no? 98 degrees Fahrenheit is a normal temperature, yes or no? Agree, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now I have this patient data. So if anybody is asking how this drug is working fine, is the drug working fine, yes or no? How will you tell? Is the drug working fine, yes or no? How will you tell? You have to see the difference before treatment. Before treatment is baseline value. After treatment, correct? So this minus this, you will understand whether the drug is working fine, yes or no. Correct. If there is a drop in the temperature, you will see -1, -2, -3 like kind. Okay. So now I have to subtract this 102 from all these records. So if you wanted to subtract, can I do it? No, right? I have to populate this 102 here. This minus this I can get. So this minus this is not possible. This minus this is not possible. So I have to present this 102 values for all the subjects here. Okay, so if you wanted to do that in SAS, we will be able to do that using a concept called retain statement. So retain statement will retain your values. You see, right? Screening 101, 102, baseline 102. So now retain base. So you are retaining the base variable. Retain statement is creating a new variable called base. Set temp by use subject id. If visit n is equal to 2, visit n is nothing but, visit 2 is nothing but baseline, correct? If visit n is equal to 2, then base is equal to fever. So then read the values of fever into your variable base. Then read the values of fever into your base variable. For example, till now I will show what happens. If you run the program, you see here 102 value, it is populating same, right? It is retaining the same value, right? I did not add +1 +2, I did not do that, right? So same whatever the value you have in 102, it is populating it here. So I want everyone to focus on row number 7. So row number 7 is second subject. Row number 7 is second subject. For this second subject also, for this second subject, the baseline value is 103. For this second subject, the baseline value is 103, but still 102 is populating it here. 102 is populating it here. So what happens is it will populate the same value until it finds a next baseline value. It will populate the same value until it is finding a next baseline value. So in this case, what I do is I write, in this case, if I write, if it is the first record for the subject, make it as missing. So generally for screening, we will not have baseline value. Okay. So now what we will do is we will mark this as missing. So every subject, you see, right? If first dot subject ID equal to 1, then base equal to missing. If this is the first record for this subject, make base variable missing, because otherwise it will read previous subject base value into this. Correct. So now if you run the program, you see it is missing. So 103, 103, 102, 102. For this subject, this is a baseline. For this subject, this is the baseline. Now I'm calculating a variable called change. So if you do, this is a baseline value, this is a baseline value. If you do, it has no meaning. It makes 0. Correct. It makes 0. So the reason we have to calculate for post baseline only. We have to calculate change for post baseline only. Post baseline value starts from visit 3. Okay. So if you see here, if visit n greater than 2, if visit greater than 2, then only populate change. Then change is equal to fever minus base. You see, right? Change will be populated only for post baseline records. That is the reason I am writing this condition. If visit is greater than 2, then change is equal to fever minus base. If you run this, you see it clear, yes or no? You see it clear, yes or no? 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everyone is clear, yes or no? With this? Everyone is clear with this, yes or no? By looking at the change variable, we'll understand. Yes, yes, yes. So this person, there is a change of 4 degrees. There is a drop of 4 degrees for subject number 1. For subject number 2, there is a drop of 5 degrees. So on and all, I can understand, okay, this drug is working fine. Is that clear to everyone, yes or no? Is that clear to everyone, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
In your notes, you have this example. You will not have this example. Take a screenshot. In this note, you will not have this example. Take a screenshot. Okay, so please practice. This is newly added concept. Please practice without fail. Okay, you can take a screenshot, another screenshot. Or else anyhow you'll get recording, right? It will be clear. So this concept is clear to everyone, yes or no? 110% we use in Adams for BDS datasets. For all the BDS datasets, we use this change variable. Eval, baseline, post baseline minus baseline is change. We do all these things. Okay, right. Stop statement we already covered. So tomorrow we will start with if statement subsetting. Tomorrow we'll start with if statement subsetting. I'll finish it tomorrow, and day after tomorrow where statement. Today everybody are attending online here. I didn't pass the message online. So I thought all you guys will come and I'm here in classroom. No one is there. If you guys are not coming, let me know. I will also go for online. Okay? You guys will come tomorrow or shall I continue online?
ఆఫ్లైన్ వస్తాం సార్.
వాళ్ళు రాలేదుగా, నేను ఇవాళ ఆన్లైన్ అని చెప్పలేదుగా.
సార్ రేపటి నుంచి వస్తాం సార్ ఆఫ్లైన్కి.
సరే, ఇంకా మిగతా వాళ్ళందరూ వస్తారా?
వస్తాం సార్
వస్తాం
ఆఫ్లైన్.
సార్.
మీరు వస్తేనే నేను వస్తే, లేకపోతే నాకేం పని. నాకు ఆఫీస్ ఉంది, ఇంటి దగ్గర నుంచి కనెక్ట్ అయితే నేను. ఓకే, సో ఐ లెట్ యు నో. బాగా వర్షం పడితే నేను కూడా రాలేను, మీరు కూడా రాలేరు. బాగా వర్షం పడితే అప్పుడు వీ కెన్ టేక్ ఏ బ్రేక్. ఇది వర్షం ఏం లేదు, అంతంత మాత్రంగానే ఉంది కాబట్టి వీ కెన్ కమ్ ఐ గెస్. బట్ ఐల్ కీప్ యూ పోస్టెడ్ బై 6 o'clock. ఓకే, 6:10 కల్లా నేను మీకు అప్డేట్ ఇస్తాను నేను. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఏ ఆఫ్లైన్. Sir, if it is online, offline by default I continue to take offline classes only. If there is an online, I will give you update around 6:10. Okay, right, or previous day itself. It depends upon weather, right? So I will wait for till last minute, 6:10 I'll wait. Then only I can comment. Okay, right. Thank you. Bye.